Okay, testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. It's not working. Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. There ain't no data. Hello. Audio testing 1 2 3. There we go. Audio testing 1 2 3. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Working? No data. Hello. Audio testing 1 2 3. There we go. Alright, one day Google will release a cool tool for everybody to get this to work without well, whatever. It's okay. It's fine. Anyway, great. This man, this lad, he's what a great video. I have to see without talking it out loud to a stream. Like it's a great practice. I'm telling you, if you want to really understand something, which I have done, I realize why have I been able to cook recently? It's because I kind of think of them streaming it. Like if I'm watching a video and I stream myself talking my thoughts out loud, it internalizes the information much better than I did if I just sit there with my mouth half open and just like going like a mindless robot. And I don't want to forget this video because this video is jam-packed with some of the best explanations about a lot of the misconceptions, the hard to understand shit about what debt really is. And I love the way this man dives into the first principles about everything. Like, there's no confusion. He explains it as if like he is an economics class, honestly. First thing it's funny, right? Cash and debt are really one and the same, right? Money. When you say money, like currency, having money and having debt are just two sides of the same coin. And if you add them all up in society, it must come to zero. This is absolutely true. When you hear that, it's like, yes, I get a surprise Pikachu face. I do. Yo, no one taught me that in school. Sorry. I mean, maybe it's obvious to you economics people. Listen, I don't think I'm dumb. I think I'm a pretty smart guy, okay? That idea was never taught to me. Because how can you owe money to nobody? It makes sense. If everyone in the society is in debt, well, who's on the other side? That makes sense. It's so fucking obvious. I get it. But do you really go around thinking of debt that way? It's like, he explains, so he says like, okay, yeah, government's in debt. Oh, they spent the money like shitheads. They didn't know what they're doing. But where did the debt go? Who do they owe it to? Aliens? Like, who? So that's one on the other side. Someone lent them the money. Well, who? I mean, it's just pensions, rich people, bonds, yada, yada, yada. Makes sense. It all makes sense. And then, like, yeah, I always felt, like I said in my previous video, emotionally speaking, forget the brainy part of it, if people owe me money, they're my bitch. And they do whatever the fuck I tell them to do. You know, it's I don't think of more of a, think of it more of like a human relations thing, okay? Like, when you're in someone's debt, now you gotta do whatever the fuck he says, or you're in big trouble, right? I mean, the way out there is to run away. The fancy term is to default on your debt, right? And legally, if you do that, you don't pay up, then there's hell to pay, right? Afterwards. That's an interesting thing. What happens if you default on your debt and you don't pay back? Anyhow, I mean, when you you get a mortgage and you don't pay back, well, they take your house, right? It's almost like the bank is buying your house for you, isn't it? Right? And like, it's like the bank is like saying, yeah, okay, I hear ya. You want to live there? Let me buy that house for you, pal. It's like this is what it is, right? I'll buy that house for you, pal. I don't want to live here, right? Because I already got my own house, and like I got 5 houses and like 3 fucking mistresses. But hey, I hear ya. You're desperate. You got a new family coming up. You don't got the cash. I'll buy that house for you because I'm flush with cash, maybe. Or maybe that guy's in debt. Who knows? The chain goes on and on and on. The guy, the bank, then says, hey, buddy, I got the land for you. Go ahead. You do your thing, okay? You build a house, right? It all makes sense now. It's like, right? If you don't feel to pay your mortgage, then the guy's like, oh, shit, well, I guess I'm going to take that house now. I mean, I don't think the bank's all that happy. I think the bank much rather you just finish your payments, man, because what he wants is cold hard cash. He doesn't want to take the fucking thing over and have to sell to someone else. This is a fucking pain in the ass, right? I don't think the bank's happy about this. I think people are always like, oh, the banks are doing it because they want to own you and shit. No. Look, if I'm the bank, that's what I'm saying. Go the other way. I'm the bank, right? I got excess capital. I want to get rid of my money, right? So the other great point is saying like this. Look, if you borrow money to buy assets, in a way he's saying like you're shorting money. It makes sense. You're betting that the value of currency is going down and the value of assets are going to go up. Right? It makes sense. He said like all your dads and moms who bought one house with one mortgage, hell, if they were able to get like 5 mortgages, do you know how rich they'd be today? That's true. In the case of my dad and mom, if they had somehow got more, it's risky. No shit, no one can read the future, and who wants to live with that kind of thing over their head? But hypothetically, in hindsight 2020, if they had borrowed more money, more super leveraged, and they had bought like 5 fucking properties in, that area that they bought a house in, okay? Yeah. They'd be like $50 million richer now. I mean, like, it's insane, okay? Like, so they would sell those properties too, because they don't have to live there anymore. They could actually, like, realize those gains. As opposed to when you live in your own house, as he's pointing out, you can never sell your house. I guess after you die, it makes no sense to me. Like, unless you rent the land out, or you, like, I was saying, like, looking at the land that I have, and I'm like, oh, nice, it went up by, but I'm not really that happy. Because I'm not selling it. Ain't no fucking way I'll sell this. And, if I have this attitude, I think the land prices keep going up and up and up and up and up. It's just because it's too fucking hard to have a house these days. The only way it'll go down, I'm telling you, is if there's something like that's just really that much better than having your own land in a detached house. If some crazy tech comes along that makes houses obsolete. Seriously, like people can live in like teleported capsules in the sky that are just so much better. But look, I don't see that happening, man. There's something nice about having the land under your feet belonging to you. Or at least it feels that way. It never really belongs to you, because if you fail to pay the property taxes, you lose everything too. Anyhow, just food for thought there. Money is debt, debt is money. They're all one. It's true. I mean, how can that not be true? And in a perfect world where like is there a world where there's no money or debt? Like, can money even exist without debt? Yeah, it can, right? It can. But it's weird. It's like an unleveraged economy. It's really boring. It's like very boring. It's like you're really just trading goods and services at that point. Like, it was weird. He's saying, like, when you put money in the bank, you're not really putting it there, although it seems that way. You're essentially lending the money to your bank at a super low interest rate, right? It makes sense. I mean, in return, you get banking services. It's not a bad deal, right? They let you withdraw money. They let you, get cash. They get ATMs and shit. I guess at the point where you don't need the ATM anymore, or you don't need the cash, well, why the fuck do you need a bank there? You don't need a savings account. You should just store that wealth elsewhere. Like, it started to think that more like money, or the having money, is like you're the creditor now. You have credit, right? It's basically you have credit and people who have credit and debt, and plus minus. You have positive. It's like I would think of it as positive and negative energy. I like that way better. Otherwise, you see, make money is, I think that's the dumbest term ever. You don't make money. It's like you accumulate positive energy, you suck it from the people, other people, and they get minuses. How can that not be true, right? Every time someone buys my app, they're 400 yen poorer, okay? And Apple takes a cut, so we get positive, they get negative, but in return, they get to use something that I made. It makes sense. It kind of makes sense. It's like, it's a shifting of things. It's not like trying to map it out in my head, right? Like, it's like I want to think of it as a 2D grid, right? I can't. I wish I could draw it on paint, but I can only visualize it right now. Otherwise, I can't. I'll lose it. It's like having a 2D grid, okay, where every block could be a person or something, and essentially the plus or minus, like how red or how black it is, will indicate their credit or debt level, right? And so, since in a debtless society, they're all the same color. Everyone's kind of plus minus zero. I don't even know. I can't figure anymore. Anyway, but the idea would be like for the super rich to be like hyper red, right? They've got so much positive net assets, but conversely, just by that being true, does it not mean that other people dispersed amongst a lot of the poor are having a lot of negatives, right? That's why money is so sick. It's competitive by nature. You can't get rich without someone else getting poorer, right? I mean, you're not making someone poor per se, but they are getting poorer, aren't they? It kind of makes sense to me now, you know? I mean, it's not like you're making them poor. It's just it's really hard to explain. You know, mapping this kind of thing into English and having the right idea about it is difficult. I think this guy's doing a wonderful job. Through the language he uses and what he's saying, there comes an intuitive understanding about what money truly is, right? It is, in a way, an allocation of energy and resources, right? The way you sing, like, you know, you're really, when you own a house, you think you got money because you know your land price went up, but do you, right? Because then there's also the super rich, and then you want to say, hey, I want to send my kids to like a good school, but you are in competition with the rich families' kids to get in those schools, and if they have more disposable income, they'll jack the price up, not intentionally, of course, just that if so many rich people want to go to Harvard and your kid wants to go there too, ain't no way, man, right? I mean, makes all sense. Like, this all makes so much more sense because of playing Path of Exile. When you play Path of Exile, the economic simulator in that game is strong. I mean, like, it's essential, it's core to the game. And having played 3,000 hours of it, I do feel like it takes that long to get this kind of like intuitive understanding of how did the divines flow. Like, doesn't it boggle your mind that when the league starts, there are 0 divines? It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, of course it makes sense. I mean, then you think, well, what is the divine drop, really, right? The divine drop is the server generating a divine. Just pop it out. It's generating value, isn't it? A valuable thing. And you take it, and that value gets spread out within the people who play the game. And so truly the fascinating part about Path of Exile is the economy. Now let's say like, oh, divines are great, right? So let's just print them. Yo, every fucking map, 5 divines. Guess what? The Mage Bloods cost 600, 700, 900, 10,000. Like, you know, because what is a Mage Blood? It's rare. Why is the price high? It's valuable. Therefore, when you buy Mage Blood, you are competing with other people. Therefore, if you are rich in a game in a short time, you have beaten other people. It means, Well, I mean, either you can play a long time, you beat them on time investment, or you get a lot of currency, you beat them on currency farming strats. Either way, it means you're a winner at the game because you are simply outcompeting other people in resource accumulation, which is kind of what the name of the game is about. And then there's a sink, the divine sink, where you spend your divines. That's a different thing. Like, these are really interesting. It's like this divine generation on the server, divine sinks that drop them away, and all the while there's probably like a, you know what there is also, there's also a global constant number of divines floating on the server, right? That's true too. I mean, if you could take that number and number of people actively playing and number of people who have the number of Mage's Bloods that are generated on the server, you could approximate the price, right? Very closely of what the Mage's Blood would be on a server at that time. So when you look at the 185 Divine and you look at the 220 Divine price, what does that really represent? It represents competition, doesn't it? It is. I mean, there's price fixing too, which is really interesting phenomenon too in economics. But like, assuming there's enough supply that can't happen, I mean, that price is indicative of its value, of the people competing for it. Because I've seen it before, right? Like when people are not competing for it, the price does drop. Generally early in league. Early in league, because people don't have that kind of currency. People are not at the end game yet. The demand for Mage's Bloods is quite low. And you think of the seller's perspective, like, oh, I got one. I already got two. I want to sell to someone. But no one's buying. Because no one's at the end game where the price starts dropping. He'll give it away for less, right? Or he'll save it for later. The idea would be there is, hey, if you wait a bit, sit on that Mage Blood, and wait for more and more people to generate those divines and shit, and you wait longer and longer, you'll get paid more divines. However, I mean, it's all relative. You sell it early. If you want something else right now, you'll probably get something of similar worth. It's all about trading, right? I mean, it's so hard to wrap my head around it with an intuitive understanding, not mathematical, not logical, but more of an intuitive understanding of what really goes on in an economy. When people are in debt, what does that really mean, right? Is that a good or bad thing? And like, it can be a good thing, honestly. It can be it's risky. It's risky because if you fuck up, easy example is like parents in the 80s, 70s in Toronto, once they had some kind of like cash flow going, if they had just leveraged all their everything, they was that the reverse mortgage, you borrow on your own house. If you fail to pay, the bank takes your house, but in the meantime, we'll give you some money for it. It's crazy. Like, it does feel in a way that in any given position, you have bets to make. What's going to be more valuable in the future? Currency? Companies? You know, housing? What do people want in this world? They want shelter. I said that before. I was thinking, what the hell do we need money for? Number one, shelter. Everyone needs shelter. You know shelter, you're fucked. You're just fucked so hard. And like, I was contemplating, like, you know, just to have this position I have now, it's just a really modest home, I would say. It's modest. It's a modest, simple home. Okay, in a nice area on this island. One of my favorites. Truth be told, to get to this position where I am, in this non-Tokyo area, 2-story, it goes for at least 1.5 million US. I kid you not. It makes me a millionaire, doesn't it? But I don't feel that way because I can't sell it. I can't sell the fucking thing. No, I can't sell it. And so you was that like you're house rich but like money poor. I kind of feel that way sometimes. You know, maybe I am a broke boy according to Pokimane. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I am though. And speaking of which, you know, since I don't care about no one's ever watched this shit. I sold Palantir without hesitation. The fucking thing went up I don't know. Was it $2,000 I spent on it? It couldn't have been more. I was so fearful. I spent $2,000 on the damn shit, and now I have 12,000 US in the bank. I shouldn't even say these numbers out loud. This is so stupid. It's a stupidity beyond belief. When I do that, you know what the next thought in my head is? I'm gonna spend some money now, cause money seems so worthless. Like, not worthless. That's not the way you should put it. It's just currency feels so useless. And my immediate response, okay, fuck. Now it's 12,000 US. I gotta buy AMD stock because I believe that company's going someplace. I watched videos about Lisa Su, the CEO of AMD. Oh boy, what a lady, Lisa Su. Look, I don't give a shit about all the CNBC news, whatever. You look at Steve Jobs. Look at him. Look at his eyes. You know, that drive. That, yeah. People are gonna say you're a loser. You think, well, look, had I fucking had a stock, if I had a fucking brokerage account, like at that time, yeah, hindsight 2020, right? I would have gone super duper rich, honestly. Like, I'm talking about like tens of millions by now. I mean, but the thing is, I wanted to enjoy life, and in retrospect, I don't really regret it because I had really good times not thinking about stocks. I think about what's the downside of, yeah, I'd watch it every day. Like in the middle of like talking to people, like checking my stock price. That's so bad, man. You know, getting rich is one thing, but like I said yesterday, you never want to let yourself, you know, you don't want to be a bitch to money. You know, like money's got you. Money owns you now. Your mind, your soul, spirit, it all thinks about money all day long. That ain't rich. No matter how much money you have, if that's all you think about all day, how can you really say you're rich? You know what I'm saying? You're still owned by the money, right? It drives your everyday, you know, where it gets really good is when you stop worrying about it. That's the best part. Because then your mind is free to do whatever the fuck it wants. Still, it's like you're looking at all the electricity, water, heating, all that shit for like years to come. Oh man. And like your education, because the world's so fancy now, everyone's got to be so educated. Like, I was like really pondering this. Like, really, what it's about is you got to be valuable to other people in some way or another. That's what people pay you. Whether you got the smarts to make some good music, smarts to make a good app, smarts to make anything, you know, whatever. Then there's one little oddball thing here is that if you're born really good looking, man or woman, but mostly for women. If you're born as a woman with a really nice face, and on top you got tits, you got a slender waist, holy fucking shit, there's no way money doesn't fly your way. There's just no way, because that thing is in demand, okay? That thing is in demand. I don't have to look farther than people's POE hideouts with all that sexual shit. Talk about repressed, okay? You know how you stop that kind of hideout? If every man out there had like 10 comfort women. I kid you not. Just like dressed like fucking like whores and just, you know, why would you put that in your hideout anymore? You don't need to. You probably won't stop. You probably stop playing PoE as well, I bet. But I mean, I'm just saying hypothetically, okay? Like these things, like it was almost conflicted inside me because like here's Lisa Su. She's obviously a very talented, very intelligent woman. Okay, she's very, very smart. Okay, like I'm ready to back her. Okay, but my fucking SBI account. What the fuck is wrong with it? Why say your trades have been locked? I can sell stocks, but I can't buy them? What the fuck is this dumb shit? I had to call him tomorrow again to like sort out these issues. SBI Japan is a shitty trading platform. It is so like 20 years behind. I am so bearish on Japan. My dad thought you should buy Nikkei because, yo, you never know. You never know what? Japan's doomed. I don't know what to tell you. They're doomed because they don't want to give birth to people. They're stuck in their own insular culture. They do not embrace the outside. They are behind Korea. They are behind Japan. I don't know, man. What they got left? Cars? I don't know. I don't know all the industries that Japan is really good at, but what are they world leaders at? What do they have that Taiwan, even Taiwan I'm more bullish on. Taiwan's got TSMC. What a fucking crazy corporation that is. Like, whatever, TSMC. They're like the world leader in semiconductor fabs, aren't they? They're the ones selling the 3 nanometer process, going to 2, going to 1. They're in direct competition with Samsung. I think they have the American fabs beat. No secret here. Like, if AMD CEO and Nvidia CEO are both Taiwanese, you bet your ass they've got inside connections with Taiwanese, like those fabs. Fuck yeah, Asians work like that. They're like black people. You got family connections. You got the inside track. I think it works out around all over the world anyway. But ain't no coincidence they're both Taiwanese. I'm telling you, they're both chip makers, right? Nvidia and AMD. They don't have fabs. They don't do business. Okay, they don't do business without TSMC. They can't manufacture a card. Okay, either that they have to go to fucking Samsung and beg them to make their fucking chips. So I mean, is it a coincidence that these CEOs are Taiwanese? I don't think so. Okay, like Taiwan is just a hub for semiconductor manufacturing, and since I'm Taiwanese, I'm kind of proud of that fact actually for some weird reason. Even though I abandoned Taiwan or they abandoned me, whichever the case is. Um, I'm going on so many tangents here. It's crazy. Like, okay, I was just first it was about economics, then it became about stocks, and it's about like fucking semiconductors and shit. That's what I want to say. It's just right. I mean, the moment I sold Palantir, I saw 12,000 US in my investment account. I'm like, okay, I don't know what the fuck do I do. I'll just buy all AMD. I make big bet now. Okay, I don't care. And like, oh, nice. Today price drop. Whatever fucking dumb reason for today. I don't give a shit. I used to. One thing I think is, man, if you start with stocks, oh god, it is the hardest thing to not pay attention to daily movement. It is so hard. Like you want to Google like what day of the week is it best to sell or buy stocks? Like this doesn't matter. This does not matter. This is just distract. It just takes your energy away from what's important. What's important is, does this company have a long-term future or not? That's the only thing that matters. And then maybe the other one is, but I thought this was an interesting point too. I read someone else that this guy was smart. He's saying you want a safety margin. I was smart. It's like the best time to buy, and this goes. That's why POS is a great teacher of like this kind of trading and economics. You want to wait till there's some stupid irrelevant news that drives fear, FOMO, whatever you want to call it, and drives the stock price down for some dumbass reason. Then you go in and buy. Okay, with the original foundation that the company has a long-term future. That makes sense. It's like buying a car because the fucking car company is in trouble or they want to get rid of inventory and they're like 30% off because they're just desperate to get rid of their inventory. You step in, buy the car because you know the car is good. They're not discounting it because the car is shit. They're discounting it because the dealership needs money now. I mean, that's where you feel like the South Park meme where they go like, yeah, you fucking them now. You fucked them so hard in the ass, right? Kind of. I mean, got a good deal. I mean, really, both people get what they want, right? So no one's getting fucked here. I'm just saying, like, it makes sense. When you buy, even if you see a company's long-term future, I thought this yesterday, if there is bad FOMO, I mean, like, if there's FOMO working the other way, FOMO that is driving the stock price up for no damn reason, like no good reason, then maybe not even a good buy, right? Because I've seen AMD stock goes from like 100 to 150 in like 1 year. That's some volatility. I mean, that's some really instability there. But the thing is, the reason I'm so rushed to buy because I don't want to think about stocks. It's such a fucking drag. I don't want my mind to sit on the fucking like tickers and shit. That is the worst. When your mind sits on tickers, and I did that when I did that. I was thinking now, look, Palantir. I look at it today. I just checked the news briefly. Oh, insiders sell stocks. I sell. Fuck that shit. Hey. If the CEO doesn't even believe in his own company, why the fuck should I? Simple. I'm not gonna will any dumb shit. I mean, I hope that news is true. And when advisors tell you sell, buy, hold, don't give a shit what they say. All right, these guys have all these fucking games, like playing games with your head and shit. Don't ever follow that shit, okay? But when there's actual news, the reason why I trust this news is that if it turns out they're lying about this, the credibility of that news source goes down the drain. They'll stop being featured by Google, etc., etc., etc. And, oh, by the way, I do think the Google AI is amazing. Like, even for stocks, I trust it because they're transparent. They tell you, when they give you the summary, they're telling you, where did we get this information from which sources, and you can verify it, and it checks out, and it's pretty damn good. And I trust Google. The thing is, these days, trust is rare. Okay, I trust Google. I trust Amazon. I don't trust Facebook. I don't trust Twitter. I'm biased because I'm like, I don't trust TikTok, but I probably should change my mind about that one. I have to revisit it again. I'm really pro-American, aren't I? I think Lisa Wu's a winner. Holy. You see the way she carries herself around, like, as a CEO? Like, I heard people say that she's has a reputation for being tough as nails. That's what you fucking want in a CEO. You want a nice CEO? Like, what was that Yahoo lady? Marissa, what the fuck? Man, you can spot a woman who was hired because she was a woman from miles away. All I can tell is Lisa Su, she's not there because she's a woman. It doesn't even matter what her fucking gender is. She's there because she's a winner. I think she's a winner. And when NVIDIA is still number one, even more reason to bet on AMD because everyone's looking the wrong way. I don't know why. I don't have much to go on, okay? The only thing I'm going on here is I'm a little bit shocked that if I were to buy a graphics card today, AMD actually has the best offering. What that tells me is that they've got really good chip research going on. They've got their workers designing chips in a really good way. And that doesn't happen without a great leader motivating them, piloting the ship the right way, inspiring them, whatever you want to talk about. Like, you look at the history of AMD, they were the laughing stock when I was growing. They were a joke growing up. If you bought an AMD, you were an idiot growing up. Now, I think people who buy NVIDIA today are idiots. GPUs, that is. What's good about NVIDIA? More power, more cost. You're buying for the AI? The only legit reason to buy NVIDIA now, I think, is because they got this weird tech that generates 4 frames? 4 frames? Like, so you get like 4 times the frame generation tech, the AI shit that inserts like more to give you more frames per second without actually computing the fucking frame. Like, look, that kind of shit, I don't know. I'm not too keen on that, all right? I don't like that. I shouldn't say this. Because it does seem to me like GPU power had kind of hit a plateau. Really, since the GTX 180, and what really is going on today is that frame generation AI is covering the gap. Like, they can't really push it that much further. They have, though. It's just, they can't push it that much further. And, I'm going to reevaluate. The thing is, you start thinking too deep about this, you never get out of it. I think, in a way, it could be better to simplify. It's always good to simplify stock investing as betting on the people who are behind it, not the company. I mean, yes, the company. I think it's true. You should understand to some degree what the business is about, who are the players, what has gone on so far, what's the game what's the game basically? What's the game being played here? And if you have some decent understanding, and I really think that it's just a bet on people. Like, you look at the person in the eye, like, well, I mean, through a video, but like, the one that stands out the most is she's charismatic, Lisa Su. She's charismatic. She speaks such great English. Like, I'll put it this way. If she was running my company, I just listen to what the fuck she says. I'm sure to God, I just defer right to her. I sense an expertise, knowledge, intelligence, knows how to handle people, knows how to say to not back down. Because there's so many back downers in this world, okay? People just like, at the first sign of confrontation, they just back the fuck down. They submit to authority. They go, oh, okay, you tell me what to do. Like, they don't even think for themselves. There's so many people like that. And if you have one of these personality types who somehow manage to get the CEO, I don't know, I'd back the hell away, Like, in essence, it just comes down to, like, I feel like Lisa Su knows what the fuck she's doing. and knows very well. The way she talked about the X3D, which did kind of blow my mind. Like, the way she talked was so smooth. Like, she explained to CNBC, it's just a chip that has more memory, okay, on top of it for, like, games. And it's like, the way it goes whoosh over these, like, broadcasters, like, minds is even more reason, I think, to invest in it, because people just don't get it, do they? Because they don't like chips. They don't think that computers for nerds, gaming's for nerds, gaming's for losers. People who play games don't get sex. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, okay? But I think, oh man, I'm rambling for too long because this is what's going on in my brain. Like, I'm just echoing brain activity. Come on, Jiro, shh, come here. Shh, what's your problem? Anyway, I put my money where my mouth is. The moment I wanted to buy today, but the moment SBI can sort out this stupid trading issue, what the fuck's going on? What do you mean trading is not allowed? I'm gonna dump all that fucking stupid US dollars into AMD. I mean, like, all of it. All of it. I mean, would I rather own Palantir or AMD? Yeah, AMD. I mean, just owning Palantir makes me feel worried. Like, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe, you never know. Reality is such a fucking bitch. Maybe Palantir goes up like 50 times. I'm not gonna sweat it though. My lesson's been learned. If by trying to gain wealth through stocks, you lose your sanity, it had no purpose in the first place. Because then you have to ask yourself, how much are you willing to sell your sanity for? Okay, is your sanity worth $100,000? How do you price that? How do you price your relationship with your loved ones? If chasing money, I mean, you can't say it for sure, right? If it sacrifices those relationships, you have basically said, I value X amount you gain from stocks more than the relationship with that person. You got to think of it that way. Hey, sometimes it's true. Sometimes the money is worth more. Who the fuck? I don't know. Maybe it is, right? And that's the interesting part. Is like, these are the things that define people, isn't it? When that guy Marcus Persson, the Minecraft guy, when he sold Minecraft to Microsoft for that price, he had a choice to make, right? Like, listen, he was already wealthy enough. He wasn't troubled by money. But I mean, he is also offloading like the stress of the job, or like he didn't like the job anymore, or whatever. He didn't like the pressure. But he's saying, I value this money more than being the guy who runs Minecraft, the guy who's known as a Minecraft guy, and I'm selling all that. I'm trading it all away for cold hard cash and whatever else that Microsoft offered him. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that a good trade? Again, I think past a certain point, if you're going to use money for like hedonistic, is that the word? Like just pleasure seeking? Oh man, it's going to run dry really quick, man. I mean, I know tits and ass are nice, but if you could buy any tits or ass, and by the way, I think tits and ass, when you just pay for it straight up, ain't the same as someone you actually like. Like, it's not even as close to being the same, okay? It's not even close to being the same. Like, yeah. And you can't just use money to drive that hammer home every time you feel like it. Not everyone's gonna like fall for that kind of shit, right? So I'm saying, like, man, I don't know. Like, maybe he was just tired of. He didn't want to. He just didn't want to. We had no ideas about Minecraft anymore. I don't know. I would never, ever, ever let someone else touch my intellectual property. It's too personal. It's like, yuck. It's like selling my finger or something. I don't know. It's gross. It's like, ugh. I don't know what to say. I'd rather it disappear than it be sold and used in another way, honestly. Man, I'm just so allergic like that. I don't know. But the story would change if it was I can see it, because Microsoft was buying it. If a really famous company was going to say something, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll think about it now, like, But I would worry, is it going to be in good hands and stuff? And now, the problem is now that it's off the App Store, it's probably worth nothing now. I've left it off the fucking. It's okay. It's okay. How do I put this? I put the app to rest. It had its time. And since I'm done with it, it's done too. That's it. There are many things like that in this world. I'm done. Feel better about it, You know what comes with that? Like, just letting go of the app like that. Just peace. I can't explain it to you. Like, just peace of mind. Just, it's sad, but you get peace of mind. You know, you really do. You know, and stocks for some reason, I don't know why it's so easy for me now to just buy or sell stocks with kind of reckless abandon. I don't know. At the time, it was like I was so like obsessed about every little $50 increment would bother me to fuck over. You know. Now it's I think because you have to take a macro approach to it. You have to. If you do the micro approach, like you min max little daily trades, it just drives you insane. Just like my dad was right. It is impossible to time the market. You just can't do it. And so I will just buy the fucking AMD tomorrow if the fucking stock trading platform lets me. I don't know why. Why do I have to struggle with this? I don't understand. Bearish on Japan. I would sell not everything. It's just, I mean, the thing is though, like Helen was right too. It's like our company is really, when Nintendo's in Japan, does that really mean anything? That's true. They got offices around the world. Everything's so interconnected now. So why the fuck is SBI so behind the times? Their website looks like a fucking, like, no joke. It still looks like a 2005 website. I'm talking about 20 years behind. And my fault, I didn't pick Rakuten. Rakuten has a much better UI. I don't like Rakuten as a company. They are modernized. They're like the new look, but what the fuck, man? I will say there's really a lot of positives, though, about Japan. You know, there is a bit of a old-fashioned value system that is sometimes good in certain circumstances. Like, for example, oh, gee, I don't know, like the way they're friendly with, they're very polite. Oh, man, is that special? Like, they have no tip system. That's amazing. They don't have there's a lot of stuff that's there, right? A lot of downsides, too, though. And I think the overall feeling is just their position in the world is just dropping rapidly. I think, honestly, they are really bearish on just Japan in general. Talent is leaving the country rapidly. Yo, I'll change my mind when some Japanese studio pumps out this fucking amazing game that like just blows people's minds. Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't have to blow people's minds. Just like another Dark Souls, hey? You get another FromSoft that make Dark Souls. But you know, FromSoft has a long history. Long history. I remember playing the game called King's Field. King's Field. It was on a PS1. All the way back in the 90s. That's FromSoft. I remember playing that game and thinking to myself, I hate this game. It's way too goddamn hard. I think it was a 3D game. Chiro, come here, man. Come here. What do you want, buddy? Come here. Want some scritches? Is that what you want? Some scritches? Why do you keep sniffing everything? You're yelping. Oh, dude. Come here. Maybe send something outside. Yeah, King's Field. Man, back in the PS1 days. Holy, this game was so hard. Okay, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here, man. What's your problem? Shh. Come here. Come here. Come here. My God, うるさいよ、本当に。Oi, come here. Okay, shh, 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 shh. I know. You want scritches? I got it. Okay, you want scritches? I got it. Oh, look at that, huh? All this whining. All he wanted was scritches the whole time. All right. Okay. All right, buddy. Oh, look at you. I still don't get all of it, though. Honestly, like, it's hard to get a whole intuitive sense of this stuff, and I think it's important, though. I think, like, the overall sentiment that I don't like is that I feel like since I was born, there's this kind of, like, weird force that directs you to, like, let's say, working and living in servitude, honestly. And not to say that it's a bad thing. It's just, I think I was born with the soul of a drug dealer. Like, listen, if I could sell, do something semi illegal and make shitloads of cash, I'd do it. I think that has so much appeal to me, to go kind of skirt the law a little bit and make tons of cash that way because I'm offering people something they really want. Oh, that just, I don't know, that is that a heart of a businessman? I don't know. I know my uncle was, I missed the boat though. I was just groomed the wrong way, I think, or I don't know what the fuck's going on. But like, anyway, um, a closing thought would be like, I feel the world is just so competitive now, like more than it was before. You know, it still ties back to the internet, doesn't it? Like the internet basically, now that you see what everything is around you, what's happening, and yeah, how can you not start competing with everyone else, right? Like the more people you start to watch on the internet, the more the best of the best gets shot up in their view counts, the more you feel inferior about yourself, right? Or superior. What it is just basically it's just a reality check, isn't it? At all given times, right? Like the things you think you're really good at, maybe you're not that good at it, and things you don't think you're that good at. Right now, it seems to me that for some reason, my thoughts are not that valued by people. Whether that's clickbait, not being this or that, I don't know. Okay, but for one thing, people seem to have come a lot for the PoE builds, whatever the hell they are. And the funny part is, I don't think I'm that good at PoE build making at all. I just know the right horse to back. I think just a spider sense. Like this build is good. So it's not that hard, but it does kind of encourage me in some way because I think, okay, look, I recognize the good builds. Okay, PoE 1 and 2. Okay, mostly PoE 1 though, because it's more of a mature game, and I pick them. I back them. I back them every league. Okay, I don't get swayed by other people like telling me this is hot, that's hot. Stock market, I was swayed, but I still stuck to my guns. I mean, I doubled? I don't know. Gold was like huge, and no one told me to buy gold. I just thought buy gold, and people were saying that's stupid. Net says that's stupid. Reddit says it's stupid. Why do people buy gold? It's so stupid. Well, not so stupid right now. But man, I don't know if I want to sell that. Nah, I'm keeping gold. Gold's like kind of like another form of currency anyway. Palantir, I mean, Palantir ruined my mind though. The fucking mind games they play on Reddit. But I left it alone after I went crazy, and hey, biggest winner. Oh my god, it's the biggest winner. I don't want to say it. It's like it quadrupled in price, you know. And look, if I was like back then, you know, I'd be so unhappy. You know why? Because the one thought would be, shit, I should have put like 100 times like the investment I put in that. Then I'd be like fucking done for life. Like I'd be like set for life. But yeah. But it'll cost you your sanity. You'll be watching the stock every day like a madman. You could lose. I was surprised. When I opened, I was thinking, oh, Palantir. I went to zero. Oh wow, no, it didn't go to zero. Okay. Anyway, I mean, like basically, I think you have to look at the meta picture here. I mean, if you can do that and not sweat it and still sleep right, I'd say do it. But I mean, like, that's risky. I mean, people who can sleep at night through heavy risk, I kind of envy them, but also kind of think, well, geez, don't you get into trouble sometimes? And also, never sell your sanity, I think, to money. Honestly, it's fucking crazy. I think Buddy Galen has got it right, man. The only way to get out of this, I mean, the only way to issue, to get over all of this stuff is just don't play the game. Don't buy the expensive shit. Don't buy Harvard degrees. Don't buy Tesla. Don't buy the super pricey shit. Don't get caught up in the FOMO. Don't buy Abercrombie and Fitch. Just stick with the stuff that you actually need, if it's even possible, and be content. You know what that entails a lot, though? You never go out. I'm not joking. You never go out. Look, I never go out now. That means I never see a Tesla on the road. It doesn't mean you go, oh shit, that guy got a Tesla? How come I don't have one? Hey, if I never go out, I never see anyone drive. Don't fucking compare. How can you compare with something you don't even see? Right? It's a mystery to me. Okay? But, I mean, can you really live life without going out? Nowadays you can. It's pretty fucking crazy. Look, I should have signed for Amazon Prime ages ago. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, again, Buddy Galen, he's got all the fucking great tips for me. He's like, I mean, are you really winning by not subscribing to Prime? He's like, what a simple question. I mean, you know, like, oh, I don't want Prime. Why? Because I don't want subscriptions. They're going to fuck me over. You know, the idea would be like, well, you're kind of fucked already, right? If you're always, like, waiting for the free shipping deals, or you're like, if you're sweating it because, like, oh man, it's coming next week, you wish it was here tomorrow, you're already fucked anyway. So just get yourself less fucked by signing up for Prime. And when I thought of it that way, it's a lot easier to hit the Prime button. Just less fuck yourself, okay? Because I realized I was paying so much more, buying shit I did not need, just to meet the quota for free shipping. It did feel like Amazon's getting their money one way or another, right? And you buy Prime, you think, hey, I'm going to fuck you over, Amazon, by like unsubscribing in 30 days. Nope. Because probably during the trial period, you're super excited to get all the free shipping. You'll probably buy more and more and more. Their bet is basically that you'll find Prime to be so useful, you will not unsubscribe. And currently, I'm losing because, I don't want to say win or lose, but I mean, like, I ordered speaker cable and a USB converter. Still, I don't have it working yet. And I ordered it like 3 hours ago. It's going to arrive by 4 a.m. Some dude's dropping it off at my front door in less than 8 hours. That's insane. This is basically a cargo flight flying. Like, it's not even a pass. It's not a. I think this is some kind of like cargo flight from maybe Tokyo, Osaka, whatever the major cities. From there, it could be Kyushu. I don't know. From there to Okinawa, that flies like late at night, and then the shipping companies, whatever, they have like overnight shipping shit. They're running that stuff and they just deliver it to your house. I mean, there's a certain kind of great feeling from like you sitting there saying, I need the speaker cable. Okay, you get a really good price. Okay, it's going to be far more expensive to go to an electronics store here and getting this, and you get the exact specs. You get to check it out. You get to check the reviews, which is really important. You get to check all the specs. You know what the feeling is? I'm in complete control of this purchase as far as you can get, right? You don't get to dictate the price, of course, and all that. But I mean, when Amazon sells you an Amazon Choice thing, and it's selling you like, you know, a good price, and it's like tax included, there's a feeling I get that like this is about as good as it gets. This is the lowest price, okay? Yeah, you can wait for sales. Yeah, but you're not getting ripped off. That's what it is. Amazon's Choice means you are not going to get ripped off. This is not some fucking scam thing, okay? Be reassured. Rest assured. This is good. That's what it means. And you don't really get that at an electronics store. At least I don't get it. I feel like, And the old way of doing it, the traditional way in Japan, is at every electronics store, you have to negotiate with some dude to knock down a price that has been jacked up in preparation for your negotiations. That is the most silly, energy-wasting shit I've ever seen in my life. Fuck that shit. No. One price for everybody. Please. Okay? It can go up and down from market fluctuations. I don't care. What I don't like is Mr. Charismatic over there is charming your ass off with his stupid talk about whatever, and he gets a better deal because why? Because he told you a funny joke? It's so stupid. If you could sell electronic store stocks, I'd short that shit like crazy. But I mean, hey, they're probably like already dead anyway. Well, anyway, that's about it for now. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna look forward to my new what is it? Speaker cable. I don't care about that, but like having a USB thing tomorrow. Oh man, Amazon is now dropping off your packages at your front door like the U.S. does, and they don't tell you anything. I love it. In a country like Japan where nobody steals anything, I love it. Holy, I love it. I don't know, man. Amazon's so good. I almost want to buy Amazon stock, but people are saying it's so overvalued. Again, I'm going to wait for the so-called safety margin. Amazon, Google, AMD. They're just winners in my book. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. That's it.